Addie Bear and I are on our way. We're actually on our way to get a bite to eat. We're going to meet Amy for supper. We had worse days at the office, I can tell you that. Had a great morning this morning training the horses. I was happy though. Man, it was so beautiful at the Meadows. I had a long sleeve summer suit on and I was sweating. At the high point of the day, it was 24 Celsius at the Meadows, and it was just like it sounded. It was a great day. The only thing that made it better were the horses all raced good. Our first race of the day, we had 5 in at the Meadows. Our first race of the day was Looks Like Money. Obviously, I was going to go forward off the car. Ronnie stretched me out to the quarter a bit. Now, they have me charted as 3 wide to the quarter. That is fake news. That did not happen. But I was stretched a little bit to the quarter, 27-3. I snagged a little bit of a breather. I could hear some rumblings in the back. They weren't happy about the 30 and 1 second quarter. And Looks Like Money, I never even pulled the earplugs. He was well measured today. And he might have won by a neck, but I knew that Hunter just didn't have. He was going to run out of ground, and I just didn't. I didn't pull the earplugs out on Money. He was razor sharp today. Tequila Talkin', Smoking Jet Burke's entry was second. Our other entry, 54-4, 28 in the end of it. And Aaron said to me after, he goes, it's my fault. If I stay left, stay along the rail, I get you a 5. And I said, listen, Armored Imagination is not quite an open trotter yet. I hope he is someday, but he isn't yet. And for him to beat 7 1/4 lengths from Looks Like Money, Tequila Talkin', Smoking Jet, No Nap Nash, and Emerald Legacy, to be 6 to those 5 in front of you, that's nothing to sneeze at. I thought the horse raced rather admirably. 54-4 is fastest mile of the year, last quarter 28. That might do him some good. Might shake some of that ring rust off and have him come back to life. Now, the pace was not quite as forgiving. I did get everything my own way. Somebody said, Johnny had said to me, I didn't expect Time to give it up like that. Guys, you have to understand. So going into the first turn, the 3 hole's wide open. Ronnie wants me in the 3 hole because he wants me to come first over. Had I got in the 3 hole, I was not coming again. Arson was going to be left alone on the front end with Buckeye Bollinger behind him. Not really the horse that I want to have on his bumper. Time has been good. I knew that the front end was wide open if I wanted to take it. I moved him over and put him on the front. I could tell when he made front with him, he was good, but maybe not as razor sharp as I needed him to be. Now, we talk about being at that top level, right? 2 weeks off and he wins in 51. You give him another 2 weeks off, now he's raced twice in a month, and he's up against 3 horses in Arson, Some Moment Somewhere, and Buckeye Bollinger, who all raced last week, who all did very well last week. All 3 of them paced 51 last week. So there's no cakewalk. There's no easy, there's no easy races at that top level. Times on My Side was fine. He was beat fair and square. He was beat fair.
Twice.
What's that, baby?
Twice.
What do you mean, do I want twice?
You won twice.
I did one twice, yeah. And actually, our horsies, though, won 3 times today. Because Arson won the race that Time got beat. Both those horses raced fantastic. It was nice to see Arson. I could feel him breathing down my neck in the last turn. Time, hold on, and Time ran out coming out of the last turn, and I don't really think he impeded anybody. Might have been, as Scotty said, a little elbow throwing coming out of the last turn. but Arson zipped through and got the job done. I told everybody he was 2 weeks from winning the Open. I lied, I'm sorry. It was 1 week from winning the Open. I gave him a little help, but he definitely got there. That's his type of trip. As I said to Scotty, Arson, he's not a top Grand Circuit horse. He's a good horse, and he is handier than most. Snap off the car, sit in the 2 hole, and you can just feel his confidence growing, and then get to the head of lane and snap through. Like he'll beat a lot of horses, maybe even some that he shouldn't, racing that way, and he's the superest handy type of horse you'd ever want to see. And I knew, I looked left coming out of the turn. I said, I might lose, but the stable's still going to win as we get into the last turn. And Arson shot through. Time, it's pretty simple. He was a length and a half shorter than the other 3 horses he raced against today. You can't always be razor sharp. This was his last start. He's going in the field tomorrow. He's going to get 2.5, 3 weeks off, bring him back, prep him again. We're going to prep him over here only because the weather's so freaking nice over here right now. He's going to get a solid 3 weeks of hopefully really nice weather. Come back, sharp as a tack. We'll prep him once, whether it be at Mohawk or the Meadows. Either is fine with me. Maybe even with the preference given to Mohawk. A bigger track, let him stretch right out before he heads over to that smaller venue. Of Flamborough to race him what I believe will race him in the Juravinsky. That's the plan anyway, right now. After that, he's got the graduate. We're going to see if he's good enough to race in the Grand Circuit races this year. I suspect you're going to see James drive unless he has other engagements, which he very well likely could. James will get the call on Time Is On My Side to race in the Juravinsky and in the graduate. We'll see what happens after that. So I was a little bittersweet. The victory of Arson obviously was a little bittersweet. Bitter in the fact that I get beat. First and second would have been tolerable. First and fourth, you know what? Horse race good. 50-2, 27-4 on the end of it. You can't ask for much more than that. Just a really, really, really good pair of horses there. So we've had a great day so far. We had a 1 and a 6 and a 1 and a 4. The 6 was still a great mile. The 4, I was about a length away from being second, a length and a half from being second. Horse race great. And then come back in the last race, and it was odd because yesterday's last race had Dave Plone and I almost get tangled up. Tim's horse yesterday, the Mickey filly, grabbed a shoe and quite nearly went on her pumpkin getting into the last turn, which would have been carnage in multiple directions. Instead, she came up pacing, moved her out of the way, and everybody ended up safe. Now, Dave's horse ended up on the run, and it looked like he was probably going to win yesterday and ended up on the run instead. Today's last race, Dave's on the front end. Makes a break for no particular reason starting into the backstretch. JK Victory is such a weird horse. Last week, following the last time he raced, following in the 2-hole, he gaps down the backstretch. But when Dave got out of the way and he cleared to the front, it was like this switch went off and he was gone. Now, I chased him because I know, you can't let up on him. There's just let him settle down the backstretch because he'll come back to you in the last turn and they may run him down in the lane. But if you can really light a fire under him and keep him rolling in that last turn and in that third quarter, well, they're not going to catch him. Now, I didn't know how fast he'd go today. I certainly didn't think he'd have the season's mark at the Meadows. There was 4 150 miles today. A Claimer went in 15-1. Arson went in 15-1. Another horse went in 15-1, I believe. And JK Victory went 150 flat. A big mile on a hot day. What was the temperature? They called it 72, so that's what, plus 20 when JK Victory went behind the gate. And although he didn't win the Open, I'll tell you one thing, he was very, very good today. So a great day at the office from the Meadows. 3 winners. We won the Open Trot, and we won the Open at Pace again for the second week in a row. Wait, no. There wasn't an Open Trot last week, was it? Yes, there was. There was an Open Pace. 3 weeks in a row, we won the Open Trot, I believe. 2 weeks in a row, we won the Open Pace. And JK Victory has the season's mark of 150 flat at the Meadows. So, that is a pretty good day, as I said at the office. Now, tonight, we still have more racing to come. We have 4 dandies. Delicious Stone DK with the hobbles back on tonight. A little bit tighter and ready to go. I don't know how he'll fare. What are his odds? 8-1 with James McDonald. We'll see it. It is beautiful outside. We'll see how he does. Then we have Rosetta coming back for more this week. She's picked to win at 5-2. We have Oh He'll Know at 2-1. Also picked to win. Rose to win, and Rosemary Alexander at 8-1 also. I'm expecting a better mile from her tonight. We'll see how she fares and then reassess her living arrangements after her race. So, a little more than half the day done. A little less than half the day coming up. Good luck to all my partners tonight. Congratulations to the winners this afternoon. Every single horse we put in the track today raced well. So, congratulations to all my partners and all 5 that went this afternoon. Tomorrow it looks like rain, but we're not telling anybody yet. I'm going to make up some sets and we're going to pretend that we're going to train, but if it is raining like it says it's going tomorrow morning, probably just going to be a little grow day for our boys and girls that are 2-year-olds. So take care. I will talk to you all very soon. I hope you're having a wonderful day. As I said, it's been a great day at the office so far. Hopefully we can keep it going.